If you think you've seen anything unnatural about the products or people at Happy Meat Farms, just repeat this simple saying. It's all in my head, and I shouldn't worry about it.
Hey humans, it's Hannah. Welcome back to my channel. Again, I got the idea for this video from an email, somebody tipping me off to this existing, and I cannot believe that I did not know that this existed before. I am predicting right now that this is going to go hugely viral because this project is so underrated. Shout out to Zane for sending me this email. Thank you so much, because this is one of the most disgusting, but also just the most well-made, creepiest unfiction series I have ever seen. Today's video does have a sponsor, so we are going to roll to that and I will be right back with you. This video is sponsored by Helix Sleep. So ever since I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, I have been one of those people that needs to sleep like on average at least 8.5 to 9 hours every single night. I have been sleeping on my Helix mattress since about February of this year, and I can confidently say that it is the best mattress I have ever had. Helix Sleep makes premium mattresses and bedding that are customized to fit your needs and conveniently shipped right to your door. First, go to their website, take the sleep quiz to match your unique body and sleep preferences, and if you sleep with a partner, make sure to sit down and take the quiz together. For my quiz, I was recommended to get the Helix Midnight Luxe because I am not only a side sleeper, but I like kind of a medium but soft support. Going to bed is one of my favorite times of day, which I'm sure many of you can relate to. Getting into my Helix literally feels like snuggling into a supportive cloud every night. I don't know how else I can describe it other than that, a supportive cloud. Confession, I actually held on to my memory foam topper when I first switched to Helix, just in case, but I am happy to report that I ended up giving the topper to my parents for their guest room because I literally do not need it with the Helix mattress. I don't know what kind of wizardry Helix is performing at their headquarters, but never in my life have I had a mattress that has mastered both being supportive, giving my back support, and like giving my curves support since I'm a side sleeper, but at the same time being so snuggly, soft, lush, and just like I said, cloud-like. With Helix Sleep, you get a 100-night sleep trial, so there's no risk to try it out. You get a 10-year warranty, flexible payment plans if you'd like, and free shipping if you're in the US. So if you're in the market for a new bed, please just give Helix a try. I am very confident that you will all love them as much as I do. I'm actually obsessed. You can click the link below or go to helixsleep.com/HannahTheHorrible to get 20% off your Helix mattress plus 2 free pillows. That's helixsleep.com/HannahTheHorrible. Okay, so quick thing. This is going to be part 1 of the Happy Meat Farms saga. I'm really sorry about that. I did actually have plans to make a very, very long video with the entire thing all in one, but the stuff I have going on this month is just simply not allowing for that. So I do apologize that I am going to split this up into 2 parts, but I think I just have to because I simply cannot quite get it all done for you guys to still get a video this week. So we're kind of compromising here. However, I will not make you wait that long for part 2, if that helps. I won't make you wait that long, I promise. So our adventure starts on happymeatfarm.com, and if that doesn't already sound sinister to you, I don't know what will. Let's start off with just reading through the welcome page together and watching the welcome video. So when you go to happymeatfarms.com, the first thing that you're greeted with is a really beautiful website, honestly. Very aesthetically pleasing. There's pictures of happy, free-range looking farm animals right at the top. The little banner says solutions for a happier, humane future. A farm you can trust. We don't see problems as problems, we see problems as future solutions. Happy Meat Farms is dedicated to making the healthiest, most humane meat-based products on the market. Where others cut corners to make a profit, we strive to innovate and revolutionize the farming process. Experience tomorrow's future today. Organic products, research and development, and logistics and equipment. And we're just gonna watch the welcome video together.
Welcome to Happy Meat Farms, where we believe in a happier, humane future. There's nothing better than a delicious prime rib steak or a steamy chicken cooked to perfection. But do you really know where you're getting your meat? Nowadays, there's so many factory farms that cram hundreds of animals into tight, unlivable spaces. And most animals are being genetically modified to produce as much meat as possible, but at the cost of giving the animals a painful life. After seeing the horrors of the meat industry, we founded Happy Meat Farms in 1998 with one goal in mind: finding a more humane solution to farming. And that solution was to raise these animals the same way they're raised in nature, the way God intended. Our animals spend their days in wide open fields outside, where they're able to roam and be free. We raise our animals 100% naturally, with no GMOs or chemicals added. We believe that the best meat comes from the happiest animals, even if that means giving up profits. Together, we can build a better future for today, tomorrow, and the next day. Because when we work together, we can solve any problem. And to us, problems are just future solutions, waiting to be solved. By the trusted hands at Happy Meat Farms, a company that you can trust. To bring you a happier, healthier, and most importantly, more humane future. For your friends, family, and community. Welcome to the New World Order. Available in grocery stores across the world.
So now we're gonna look, there's a little section on the side that says news. Happy Meat Farms supports the community. July 9th, 2021, they said, as many of you know, Happy Meat Farms Incorporated has begun supporting the online community by sponsoring up-and-coming creators. We think that this is a great way to help artists grow and meet new collaborations. So if you click on up-and-coming creators, it's gonna go to a video on YouTube called SpongeBob Conspiracy number 6, the Goofy Goober Alien Death Cult Theory. It has 5.5 million views and it was uploaded only 1 year ago, and it's by a creator named Alex Bale. Now, turns out Alex Bale is the creator of not only Happy Meat Farms, but of this entire alternate universe that he has created. Apparently his creations go way deeper than just Happy Meat Farms. There's an entire alternate reality that he created, and Happy Meat Farms is just a very small part of it. But of course, we can only look at one thing at a time. And then if you go to new collaborations, the other link, it goes to The Cynical Critic and another video called Why All Animation is for Kids. This 5-minute and 44-second video, again, is not related directly to Happy Meat Farms, but if you look in the comment sections, there's a lot of comments referencing Happy Meat Farms and other things in Alex Bale's lore. So this video is also part of that whole thing. It's not a real serious video. We're not gonna go over that video today because we're gonna focus on Happy Meat Farms, but there's already Easter eggs in there. Okay, so from the Research and Development Department, expanded on March 15, 2020, this is still in the news section. Since 2014, HMF Incorporated has put heavy emphasis on their R&D department, but we're happy to announce that we'll be expanding the department into 2 new facilities. And then even older news, HMF wins landmark libel case, January 3rd, 2019. HMF Incorporated is happy to announce that after a lengthy lawsuit, several of the so-called journalist publications that have libeled our company have retracted their stories and paid large fees for their lives. So we're just on the homepage right now, but as you can see, like everything looks very normal, but if you look at the details, like some things are just slightly off, which is how most good unfiction series or ARGs start. And now we're gonna go read through the About Us page. The next couple pages we read are going to seem fairly normal and low-key, but trust me, just trust me, stick with me on this because this whole thing will take a very dark, sinister turn. Okay, About Us, about Happy Meat Farms. Happy Meat Farms was founded in 1998 when Ramona Bynes inherited a plot of land in Florida. Being an animal lover her whole life, she was always disgusted by the mistreatment and animal cruelty in the food industry. Ramona made it her life's mission to create a farm that gave animals the best quality of life and to spread that farm into a worldwide phenomenon. It wasn't an easy journey competing with name brand farms, and in 2014, Happy Meat Farms nearly went bankrupt. It wasn't until Ramona found a new partner that things turned around. Happy Meat Farms expanded in a new, innovative direction, becoming the company you know and love today. Our company puts people before anything. Every decision we make is for the good of our employees and livestock. That's why HMF Incorporated has expanded beyond just farming and opened the door to work with other companies. Safety. Safety is our #1 priority, both for our employees and the animals raised here. Every employee that operates our equipment will be trained by professionals. Health insurance is provided for all employees in the company. Animal treatment. While some farms keep their animals in tight, unlivable spaces, we give our animals plenty of open spaces outdoors to roam and explore. All of our livestock are 100% organic, using no genetic modification or growth supplements. We believe the best meat comes straight from nature. HMF Entertainment. A media branch of our company called HMF Entertainment was formed in 2018 to create commercials, funny videos, animated kid shows, movies, and more. We've given artists around the world their first chance to make it in the business. Okay, let's move on to the products and services page. This is a pretty short page, and right at the top it says, see how Happy Meat Farms is shaping a new world order in the meat industry. Let's detour from our adventure for just a second to talk about the New World Order. New World Order is a very, very famous, very popular conspiracy theory. And it's gonna be a main theme throughout this story, so we might as well talk about the concept behind it. The New World Order conspiracy theory is that a very small group of elite people, but also just other very, very powerful people, even some celebrities or just some very rich people. They make up a very small group, but these group of elite people are secretly conspiring behind the scenes to implement their secret plan to rule the world and to force us all into a totalitarian world government. Basically, this small group of elite people are planning world domination. And because of this, we'll have one government to rule the world and everybody will lose all their freedoms and autonomy, essentially resulting in some sort of apocalyptic state, Handmaid's Tale type thing. It's obviously deeper and more complicated than what I just explained, but it could be a whole video on its own. So just for the sake of understanding what we're referring to when we mention New World Order many times throughout this series. What this tells us about Happy Meat Farms is that they have some other agenda, obviously. Like they're kind of using this like, oh, we're such a happy farm. We provide really ethical, humane meat sources to the people, but that's obviously a front for something else going on, which we'll kind of learn together as we dive deeper and deeper into the story. Okay, so products and services, organic products. Every product Happy Meat Farm creates is 100% organic with no preservatives or GMOs. We believe the best meat comes from nature itself, and adding chemicals to that only makes things worse. Our mission from the start hasn't changed. We want a better future for both animals and people. Logistics. Making the meat is only step 1 of our process. Delivering the meat to your local grocery stores is just as important to us. We have an elite team of drivers that ship our products around the world. If it's not Happy Meat Farms meat, then it's not real meat. Equipment. We only use the best state-of-the-art equipment at our facilities. Our priority isn't just productivity. We want to ensure the safety of all our employees. All of our machinery is built right here in the USA because we believe the best hands are still the ones right at home. We're consistently improving ourselves and archiving the past. Research and development. Our R&D department is on the cutting edge of science, discovering new ways to efficiently create our products in a safe and humane way. Together, we have revolutionized the way people think about meat. So then there's the contact us page, which I'm sure if you actually wrote a message in there, it would go to somebody's email. I'm guessing one of Alex Bale's emails. But then we get to the last tab on the homepage, and that says employee access. If you go to this page, it will greet you with, welcome to the Happy Meat Farms family. Happy Meat Farms is a growing community that is continually expanding and adding more people to its collective. Current Happy Meat Farms employees can access our employee portal by clicking the link below. Each employee should have a unique Happy Meat Farms ID, HMFID code that can give you access to your portal. We look forward to working with you. And sure enough, if you click on the portal link, it'll lead you to a guest area where you need a passcode to get through. This is the first, but it will not be the last code that we are going to need to use throughout our little journey here. A note about these codes really quick. I don't know how these codes were deciphered. Reddit and Wiki fandom did it for me. Gonna be real upfront about that. Other people have already figured out these codes a long time ago, and they are readily available on Reddit and many other places. I did try to figure out how people figured out the codes, where the codes came from, but unfortunately I couldn't really find the answer. It's somewhere on Reddit, I believe, but according to other people who had the same question as I did, they also said that there's very few threads that explain how they did it. So I'm gonna be real honest, I'm not super interested in coding parts of ARGs anyway. So I got all these codes from Redditors. They're readily available, but that's how we got them. Okay, so let's go to the employee portal, shall we? At the employee portal page, it says, we're so glad to have you on our team. If you've just recently joined us, make sure to watch the employee orientation video. Welcome to the Happy Meat Farm team. Happy Meat Farms was founded in 1998 with the same values it shares today. We're so excited to have you as part of our team and an extension of our values. The work at Happy Meat Farms may be difficult, but you'll be satisfied knowing that you are part of the New World Order. And then I'm just gonna read this little section on the bottom left real quick before we watch the video. What can Happy Meat Farms do for me? Being part of the Happy Meat Farms team gives you access to many different benefits. The knowledge that you're making a real difference in making the world a better place, access to top-of-the-line health insurance, free mandatory weekly counseling sessions, knowing that we care about you. Red flag, financial insurance for your family in the event of your untimely demise. Oh no. The opportunity to work your way up the company and being a part of the New World Order, of course. And down below, they also have a place where you can submit feedback as an employee. Okay, let's watch this welcome video together.
Hello, and welcome to the Happy Meat Farms team. If you're watching this video, it means you've made it through our very selective interview process. We recognize your value and are so thankful to have you with us. As a new employee at Happy Meat Farms, there's just a few things you need to know before you get started. Confidentiality. Confidentiality is one of the most important things to us at Happy Meat Farms. As you may already know, there's been many attempts to slander Happy Meat Farms' good name from different so-called journalism outlets. Fortunately, through various lawsuits, those reports have been redacted. To ensure our privacy is maintained, we'll be requiring all employees to sign non-disclosure agreements. Any attempts to leak information about Happy Meat Farms will be met with a swift and severe punishment. Psychological distress. It's no secret that working at Happy Meat Farms can sometimes be a stressful experience. As an employee at our facilities, you hold the balance between life and death in your hands, and we understand that that could put a strain on your mental health. That's why we require all employees to attend weekly mandatory counseling sessions, completely free of charge. This is a time where you can be open about your feelings and tell us whether you've witnessed anything that seemed out of the ordinary at the facilities. It's not uncommon for employees under stress to hallucinate or even make up claims about seeing something strange. If you think you've seen anything unnatural about the products or people at Happy Meat Farms, just repeat this simple saying: "It's all in my head and I shouldn't worry about it." Stay in your work area. There are several areas in Happy Meat Farms that are strictly off limits to unauthorized employees, so make sure you stick to your designated work area. The R&D department has many new exciting innovations in the works, and to ensure that these stay confidential, access to this building is strictly limited to R&D personnel only. You may be asked to help transport products to and from the R&D department. If this is the case, it's best to avoid asking questions or looking at things you aren't authorized to see. You may be surprised to hear that Happy Meat Farm's biggest and most impressive facility is actually its HR department, almost doubling the size of our northern breeding facility. While it may seem strange to have such a large HR department, it's just because Happy Meat Farms cares so much about its employees and their well-being. The HR department is also the most restrictive site in the entire grounds, and no one is allowed inside. Once again, you may be asked to help transport products to this building, but under no circumstances can you enter or look inside. We are so excited to have you as a new member of the Happy Meat Farms team. You are now a small part of the start of the New World Order.
I love it. Okay, make note of the fact that they again mentioned the New World Order at the end of that video. And it is also very clear by that video that the HR department, which is the Human Resources Department, and the Research and Development, R&D department, are going to have some other secrets to unfold in there. So let's look over the recent fake news. As many of you know, HMF has been the target of many fake news attacks from the media and other sources. We want you to know that these are all lies, and we're taking action against anyone who stands in our way. And then it shows a leaked photo from inside the facility. May 1st, 2019 says, "You've probably seen this viral photo making the rounds on the internet. An employee broke their NDA, which is a non-disclosure agreement, and took a photo from inside of our facility and posted it online. Clearly, the photo was taken out of context and is an attempt to smear HMF's good name. The employee in question has been dealt with, and the photo has been recontextualized." That is a scary paragraph. The employee has been dealt with, and I think we know how they were dealt with, but I will get to that later. And then here is the photo. It looks pretty normal, but also just like not quite, like something is clearly off with these cows. Another fake news article redacted. So from June 16, 2021, last year, an article was posted by an online publication called The Daily Plant accusing HMF of, quote unquote, poisoning competing animal farms. This was clearly a blatant lie, and after a long year of legal battles, the article has finally been redacted, and the publication was forced to pay HMF for damages. Are you seeing a theme here of just like a ton of denial? And this last fake news leak is where things really start to take a turn. Fake YouTube leaks from R&D department, September 28, 2021. Recently, a video was posted on YouTube appearing as if it was a leaked video from HMF's private R&D department files. The video features horrifying animal experiments and is obviously 100% fake. Rest assured, we will find out who posted this and handle them accordingly. So the link to the video goes to a YouTube channel entitled "This Place Is Not Happy," and the video is Happy Meat Farms Genome Modification Test 043. So if you came across just this YouTube channel without knowing the actual website, you would think that the YouTube channel was the series, was the ARG, but actually it's the website. There's this whole other thing, and the YouTube channel is a very small piece of the whole ARG. So to reiterate, we just found out that Happy Meat Farms is not associated with the YouTube channel This Place Is Not Happy, but rather this is a YouTube channel that somebody from within the company, we assume an ex-employee, made. They made this channel called This Place Is Not in fact happy, because they call themselves Happy Meat Farms, and they are making this channel to expose what's really going on. They're trying to warn everybody about HMF before it's too late. Like I said, this is where everything takes a very dark turn, and I know I gave you guys a warning at the beginning of this video, but just an FYI, this is where the disturbing imagery is going to come into play. It's still very, very creepy and very unsettling. Some people might be not wanting to, eat your breakfast while you're watching this. Just a warning. So let's watch Happy Meat Farms Genome Modification Test 43. This lore is amazing. It's legitimately creeping me out. As you can see, so in the video, you could tell that they are starting their genome testing, and at first the animals are saying like either terminate or destroy them because the results were basically ineffective. So then they keep increasing the testing, and as you notice, the animals throughout the video, as they increase the testing, the animals get bigger and bigger, and there seems to be more fat, more meat on them. As they increase treatment, the animals become bigger. That seems to be what they're looking for, because now instead of terminating the animal, they are sending it to HR. Remember, they mentioned that their HR department is the most secretive, but also their biggest department, and the one that absolutely nobody is supposed to go into. And then we get to the cow that is status still missing, and we get this terrifying tarantula-like photo of this thing. The cow escaped the facility and is God knows where wreaking havoc. However, we do find out what happened to it later. And just the scariest part, honestly, is the end of the video where it says, since all the testing is effective and it seems to be going well, the next recommendation for next steps is start human trials. So, given the types of things they're sending to the HR department and the fact that they're going to start human trials, tells you a lot about their HR department and kind of gives a new meaning to human resources. Okay, so we are going to do the research and development department next. We're gonna do that in this video. And then next video, part 2, I'm gonna start with the HR department, which explains a lot more. We're also gonna go over the IT department in that video, as well as overall thoughts and theories about the whole thing. Okay, so the Research and Development Department is a team of trusted, extremely talented scientists delivering new ways to change the meat industry. R&D personnel can access the department's portal with their RDID code. So when we put in the code we found, we're greeted with Happy Meat Farms Research and Development Department. Welcome to the Happy Meat Farms Research and Development Department portal. We're so glad to have you on this highly coveted team. The R&D department is a team of trusted, extremely talented scientists discovering ways to push us closer to the New World Order. Project Chimera, advanced genome modification tests. The primary objective of the HMF R&D department is to provide the largest amount of living biomass to HR. Project Chimera was started as a way to use science to increase the potential of animal growth through advanced genome modification. Foreign DNA is provided by mother and inserted into the test subjects, yielding a variety of different outcomes. After years of testing, we have managed to refine this process and greatly increase the biomass of the subjects, and we've even moved on to human trials. The subjects who survived the process displayed different physical abnormalities and contortions. In some cases, the subjects displayed aggressive behavior or increased intelligence. Thanks to our state-of-the-art containment rooms, we've had almost no subjects escape their captivity. Rest assured, all of the escaped subjects will be dealt with accordingly. Project Chimera is ongoing and yielding positive results for HR. So then we have Project Vulnerability. Over the years, Happy Meat Farms meat was linked to cases of different disease outbreaks across the world. While none of these links were publicly proven or prosecuted, it nonetheless gave us the idea for Project Vulnerability. The HR department created different meat products that could give consumers various different diseases. Rarely, these products were slipped into the market and the consumers were heavily monitored. The goal of the project was to see how creating vulnerabilities in different members of the populace could prove to be useful in creating the New World Order. The project found varying degrees of success. So here's a couple subjects from that project they talk about. Subject Arnold Burris, age 63. Subject consumed HMF chicken breast and developed type 1 diabetes. Yielded no useful results. Subject Hugo Lawson, age 37. Subject consumed HMF thin-cut ham and developed chronic kidney disease. Subject died 9 months later and yielded no useful results. Subject Cecile Mayhew, age 56. Subject consumed HMF ground beef and developed pancreatic cancer. Subject died 3 years later and indirectly yielded 2 promising hosts. Project Chimera incident reports. Incident reports for the escaped subjects from Project Chimera. So now we're back to Project Chimera. That was Project Vulnerability. So remember that video that we just watched, the genome tests of the animals. Okay, so this is more about those part of those, some of those subjects. Subject C0079, female chicken, age 14 days. Subject developed small orifices that could spit an acidic substance which allowed it to escape containment and injure one employee. Subject was caught and terminated before it escaped HMF grounds. 2 low-level employees witnessed the subject and were given mandatory therapy. No risk posed to HMF. Subject MO101, male bovine, age 7 months. Subject developed 11 appendages and an undetermined amount of eyes, described by employees as spider-like in its appearance and movement. Subject showed no signs of intelligence or cognitive abilities. In the process of transportation to HR, subject escaped and killed 3 employees. But earlier, they were talking about how employee safety and training and mental health and benefits are the absolute #1 priority for HMF. Subject located at a home decor store 70 miles from facility. Subject was caught and terminated. Witnesses and footage of the subject was leaked to the public. Cover story was deployed. Minimal risk was posed to HMF. So if you recall from that video we watched, that really creepy spider-like subject was the one that said that they got away. They need to find it immediately. Well, now we found out what happened. It was located at a decor store 70 miles away, and sadly people did witness it. Okay, subject H0027, female human, age 47. Exact details about the subject's appearance are unclear. All the employees who directly witnessed it are dead, and all visual records of the subject have been destroyed by it. Subject is extremely dangerous and intelligent. Subject escaped through containment glass and killed 11 employees. While the subject did eventually escape the facility, they did not head towards the exit first. It managed to access several of the HMF secured data servers before escaping. The servers remain intact, but many files are missing. Whereabouts currently unknown. Massive risk posed to HMF. So, if you recall, we talked about how somebody, likely an ex-employee, was making a YouTube channel to expose HMF. The YouTube channel, This Place Is Not Happy. I think we can make a pretty safe assumption that, at least at this point, we believe that this subject, H0027, female human, age 47, is that person who is leaking videos. This is somebody who they did testing on and they provided the genome treatment on, and this is what happened. Okay, and last on this page, redacted projects. Due to increasing efforts to keep R&D information confidential, many projects have been redacted from the online R&D portal. If a project you are involved in is not available here, please speak with your department head to access it on the internal servers. We thank you for your continued efforts and discretion as a member of the HMF family. Okay, so real quick, Project Chimera. Now, a chimera, C-H-I-M-E-R-A, a chimera in genetics is a quote-unquote, from Wiki, a single organism composed of cells with more than one distinct genotype. In Greek mythology, though, it's a fire-breathing female monster with a lion's head, a goat's body, and a serpent's tail. All that sounds very familiar, right? So it's starting to come together. They're doing these experiments on these animals and making them into something else, just like a single organism composed of cells with more than one distinct genotype. There's the relation, that's why it's called Project Chimera. The next video, in part 2, we are going to start off with Happy Meat Farm's Genome Modification Test 47, which is the video of them moving on to human experiments. So, of course, I'm going to link the channel and the website down below because this creator deserves lots of credit and more engagement in this, more eyes on this. However, if you want to wait to watch it with me because you're scared and you want to watch it kind of with me reacting to it, feel free to wait. If you go and watch it, I'm sure you would watch it again when we get to part 2. So we're going to start with that, with them doing this on human subjects and talk about how that wraps into the whole thing. And then we're going to go to the Human Resources Department, which is a very juicy page on this entire thing. And we're going to explain why absolute terrifying, horrifying, nightmare fuel pictures like this one, we're going to explain things like this and what they mean to the overall story. I cannot even describe to you the ick and the terrifying. I am so creeped out by this picture alone, and it all gets so much worse. So, like I said, next time we're going to dive into HR, we're going to talk about the IT department, we're going to deep dive all that, and then we're going to talk about theories and the lore as a whole. So I look forward to you guys all joining me for my opinions and my theories in part 2. Big thank you to all of you. Thank you so much for understanding that this video is gonna be in 2 parts. Like, I am really sorry for that. Like, I wanted to make this a big video, but it's just not gonna happen, and I don't want to compromise the quality of the video for just to make it super long. So we will get to part 2 very soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please show the creator some love and engagement. And don't forget our sponsor, which is Helix today. Thank you so much to them. And I will see you guys all in the next video. I'll see you all very soon for part 2. Thank you so much to all of our patrons, and special shout out to top tiers: Colin Holmes, The Deck of Cards, Michelle Valdovinos, Tom L, Little Kittle Cat, Mitchell Schaefer Meyer, Mike, Alice Paul, Brittany Phillips, Willow Winchester, Bambi, Momo Neon, Philip J, Marita 144, Sage K, Elderly Hipster, Reese Rolls, The Puppy Hag, Rebecca Jackson, Toby, Carter, Kawakan Anime and Gaming Convention, Sonder, Sarah the Crazy Fish Lady, Blood for the Koi, Larkar, Maxie, Ashley Danielle, Ellison Luna, Julietta, Cece Picard, Sophia Wood, A Bunny Apparently, Leon Vanek, Destiny Riley, Literally Lacey, Elliot Fink, I Am in Your Walls, Habromania, Cyberdog Investigations, LLC, Vicky Cat, Amy B, Tickerch, MX Carmelia, Cami J, Dead Without the E, Ball, Olive Zilla, Chara, OEMRJ, and Izzy.